The first question you have to address is if you're going to increase spending in any area, and like you have seen in his budget, he's increasing it in military and defense spending, then are you going to cut from any other area? And I think he's doing the right thing, and I think that's because of Mick. He's realizing that if we're going to increase in defense discretionary, we need to decrease somewhere in the non-defense discretionary. I think the next step, and this is not going to be this year, but the next step is the president's going to need to realize that we need to make some major reforms to entitlement spending. I know that he has been opposed to that, but when he sees what happens with his numbers this year, that if you increase defense spending, the left is not going to allow him to decrease non-defense discretionary to the extent that he wants to decrease it. We're going to have to find a different way to balance the budget. So if his mission and his goal is to balance the budget, I think he will eventually realize that you can't do it just by working with discretionary spending. However, I think it's a good sign that he started out with this first offer, because he's showing that he's serious about balancing the budget. Other presidents in the past have said, well, we're going to increase defense discretionary and not even worry about the non-defense discretionary. So I think it's a good first step. I don't think it's enough, but I think that's going to happen when he sees what happens with our appropriations process, and that we're not going to be able to decrease as much as he wants to decrease in